Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Rob Review. All right. Your friend Success here. We're going to talk about AI trading bots and how you and I and every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's in the market can profit from AI trading systems and the truth behind how to do that. And the truth behind that is this system right here MI times time equals your AIPS system. I'm going to dig into that in just a second, but first I have to clear the elephant in the room, which is stop paying people that you don't know to get into or to become a part of their AI or prop trading firm system or just their passive trading. I know somebody right now that does very well by doing these trading groups. And I'm not saying that doesn't work, because obviously it does for him, but most traders, trading as a whole, options trading, stock trading, future trading in the market, is a buy yourself thing. You can have friends that do it, but I have a friend that does it, and neither one of us trade the same system, and we don't even talk about our systems. So it really is a buy yourself thing, and the quicker you get that into your head, the faster your success will come. If you shut out and stop listening to and even get ad blockers for all these YouTube ad systems out there, you'll be better off, because AI systems that work are not sold for $10,000, $15,000, or even $25,000. They are used, and you have to buy into them as hedge fund type of deals. And we all know that to get involved with the hedge fund, you have to be an accredited investor. And that's why I started this whole thing, this newsletter and everything, is to cater to those of us that start with very little. We can't buy in hedge funds. Accredited investors all have it easier because they have the excess capital to take the bigger risk, which is why the government deems and the SEC says, hey, you can get those people involved in higher risk investments, which tend to be the ones that pay off better. That's just the reality. But if you learn how to trade well, it does pay off better in the long run than any other system, because you're not going to be limited to what that fund does. You can do it your own way. So number one thing to do is the MI part of this, okay? It's the mental intelligence part of it. Get it? It's not the artificial. Look, every AI system that I've ever seen that really works, they're all inside hedge funds. And the proprietary source of them, you don't understand. But I do know two of them. One of them that has been working since the 1990s, maybe even the late 80s, but certainly the early 90s. And it's progressively gotten better as technology's gotten better, but it was developed from a trader's system that first figured out how to trade. Same thing with the other one I know that works. It's a hedge fund manager. He runs a fund. It's $1 million buy-in right now. It's a completely hedge fund technology type. It's an AI system that runs his trades. But it was developed from multiple different trading systems that were developed from pro traders. And then the AI combined them all together and came out with something that worked. That is the crux of every artificial intelligence system that works. Anybody that tells you otherwise and tries to sell you it, understand, why would they sell it to you? If it works, why? They wouldn't. Because I know many traders that make a lot of money, and you could not give them money to trade. Why? They don't need it. They don't want it. They don't want the stress. Traders, the mental intelligence part of it is our number one asset, not the money. Trading and money doesn't matter. Once you really learn how to trade, you really understand that money is just a means to an end of an exchange. You can print it, and therefore it has no value. And even if you're trading gold, it's just the result of learning how to do something well. So first and foremost, Get the mental intelligence part right. Time's the time. Why time? Because it takes time to learn how to trade well. It took me 5 years just to understand the basics. Well, not the basics, but the basics were where I needed to concentrate. It took me 5 years to figure out to stop jumping around. It took me 5 years of refunding accounts and what I call the hard knocks tuition, the market tuition of my education, which was $30,000+, not once, but multiple times. I paid for a system once. Then I paid multiple times of refunding my account to make it my own. Now you can't take it from me. It's my system. I know it right here. I don't need any of this stuff. This is all extra and it helps. The technology enhances what I do. So once you have the mental, then you take the time, however long it takes, then you can develop your own AI system. The funny thing is, once you get so good at it that you can develop your own system for this right here, you won't want to do it. Why? Because I spend, now that I know how to do it, literally less than 10 hours a week. Some weeks, even less than 5 hours a week. I look at the charts. I know where my trades are at. I know whether I've got one to do, whether I don't, and I go on about my day. And when I enter a trade, I know where I need to be, when I need to be, and how long it takes me 5 minutes to get in. That is a system that I don't need to tweak by making it more time passive. I don't need it. I don't need the aggravation. I don't need it. And you won't either. But if you do want to, then you can develop what I call automated intelligence profitable systems, meaning you figure out a way to automate your intelligence to make a system that is profitable for you, meaning it beats, if you're 65, 75% accurate in profit. So right now I'm about 75, 30, 80, 20 in my trades. I would, if I developed a system, have it set at the bar of, if it can't consistently be above 85%, it's useless to me. And that's where you could develop a system that, okay, hey, 5% better on average, and then regular, and then the medium average continuing to go up, means that it's better than me. So then I'll have a system. And that's where it's at, folks. That's the truth. There is no AI system out there that you can't buy in for less than $250,000 that I know that works. Is that gospel? No. Am I the leading authority on artificial intelligence trading? Not by any means. But I know people that make $400,000 a month, that make $1 million a month. I know hedge fund managers that do $10 million a week in the market. And not a single one of them, less two, have AI systems. The two that do were programmers first. And so they were already all into the computer thing. The idea behind trading, in my mind, folks, is the 3-pillar system. You trade to give money to your income, and then you develop a secondary income that eventually replaces your income through selling and buying options, covered calls, and cash secured puts. And then the third piece of the pillar is the long-term investment. That's what I've been taught. That's what my instructor taught me. That's what works, because it's a 3-pronged system that eventually develops what I call a continuation of profit. That's a really bad circle, but it's a revolving door of profit. It's constantly my options profit constantly moves profit to both my income replacement and my long-term assets, and then some stays in my options account to grow it. That's where it's at. It's the money management that really makes a difference. Profitable trading is more about the money management once you have a charting system. And if you're looking for a charting system, I know a few. The one that works for me is trading a 3-chart time frame no matter what I'm trading. Futures is a very profitable way to trade, And I'm working on a system right now that I'm starting, and I'm starting on the basis of 3 charts. So remember, if you can make $1, you can make $1 million more. And if you can make $1 million in the market, you can change your lifestyle, because I can show you how to make 5% a month off that million. And that's some life-changing money. So the market and your mental intelligence times time, you can develop a profitable system of your own.